Hey, good day, people. Again, my name is Jamie Davis. I'm actually currently running as a write-in candidate for sheriff in Union County, South Carolina, where the sheriff was just indicted on charges for he liked to take pictures of his privates and send it to females when he looked at police reports and he found one attractive, and all his deputies covered up for him, including Gil Strap, because he's dirty and he's getting investigated. And his little corrupt magistrates, old Jimmy Crocker and Farr, they get investigated too. Well, the main point of these videos now is more countrywide, not just about Union. We're in a constitutional crisis. This is the second episode of America's constitutional crisis that we're doing. And like I said, I want these shared. Good, bad, or ugly. If you hate them, share them. Tell me how much you hate them. Don't be scared. Share it. So I hate it. He's ugly. Don't be scared. Share it. I ain't gonna report you. We need diversity. We need to talk. We need to have a dialogue in this country where people will actually share different opinions and actually talk about it instead of being little punks. That's what we need. And we need to read our Constitution. Episode 3 or 4, I'm actually going to have a copy of the Constitution. It ain't even that big. And the Bill of Rights, I'm going to read them to you. It needs to be done. Your kids need to know their constitutional rights. For example, I have a white daughter. I have 2 mixed children. I'm a retired Marine officer. Former detective sergeant in law enforcement. I'm again that again and why it's former. It's because I've done the right thing and stood up against racist cops who wanted to falsify some evidence. So we're going to get heavily into that. This can be more of an introduction like the first video was, so you don't think I'm just some dumb redneck that's trying to start a war. Because I know how liberals like to run with things because they don't have sense enough to actually read. Republicans understand. Say, I'm an independent. It's like the martial arts. I hold 6 black belts. You never commit yourself to one style. I mean, I have a black belt in Marine Corps martial arts right here. And some things. But, I'm not going to have a political party tell me how I should think. I ain't have a judge tell me how I should think. I have a Constitution. I have a Bill of Rights. So do you. But to start the introduction off a little bit more, I gotta show a little props. My daughter, she graduated high school with a college degree. She's one of them 10-pound brain people. She's paying this for me. If you right here, just also on my shoulder. My nickname in the Marine Corps was Thor. Well, I'm not a small guy for one, as you can tell. I have crazy strength and stuff. But here are some things if you want to come closer and see. That's like officer school. So when I was enlisted, police academy. Trained this young fella. He was getting ready for his first professional MMA fight. I just did it in the Marine Corps. I loved it. Just came back from mission. There's me when I still fit in that uniform. Don't fit in that too often. Here, reluctant hero, saving a child's life in one dude, which of course it is what anyone would do. Martial arts. My family was in the army. Come on over here. I have an associate's degree in counterterrorism, a bachelor's degree in homeland security. I graduated magna cum laude. You look that up. Graduate with honors. I'm part of a couple of honor societies. That's pretty cool, I guess. Epson Phi Emergency Management Honor Society. Honor Society for Academic Professional Achievement. Order Sword and Shield for National Director did it. Homeland Security, intelligence, stuff like that. Everything's promotion warrant to Chief Warrant Officer by the President of the United States, a few other things. Martial arts things. This is a little quick introduction. I can go through everything I got. Just so you can see, yes, I was a detective. This one I had to print out and send to the governor and some senators, part of evidence where I sent, to the Scotland County Sheriff's Office, racially targeting Black Americans and low-income community individuals in the county. Well, we're going to touch base on that. So we're going to hit pause on this video and we're going to change locations. And I look forward to finishing it. All right, finished that little first part of the episode. Now we're back outside. I'm a little bit of an entrepreneur. I'm also a freelance journalist as well now, because my military background, my college degrees, and my experience as a detective, there were still so many restrictions on getting the truth and the facts out. And it is so hard to hold those in power, judicial power, law enforcement power, executive power, senatorial power. It is so hard to hold them accountable when you're in the military and law enforcement and stuff like that. So I figured the best way to start bringing attention and getting these people held accountable, become a freelance journalist. Even if I win the sheriff's election, I will be the most media friendly sheriff there is, because I believe in journalism. America, union. One thing everyone's got to understand: the First Amendment is what protects the rest of our Bill of Rights. Freedom of the press. Judges, Supreme Court justices, know-nothing magistrates who have never went to law school and shouldn't be even practicing law at all. Because I know in most states and in federal law, it is illegal to practice law without a law degree. So I still understood the concept of how masters are able to practice law without a law degree. I mean, what is our country come to? I mean, come on. I'm also currently working on my master's degree in intelligence with a focus on criminal intelligence. I dabble in a lot of things. Like you can probably tell if you look over there. I got chickens, ducks, turkeys, a little bit of everything. So I teach my kids a little bit of everything, is how to dabble. But we gotta look at these judges. Judges do not tell us what our rights are. They don't. America. Judges are not the end all be all. The Bill of Rights is the end all be all. Like I said, this is a new podcast show. ACC, America's Constitutional Crisis, by me, Jamie Davis. We really need to get this out here. We really do. Alright. I'm going to start off by saying Don Lemon and CNN, Rachel Maddow, MSNBC, Tucker Carlson, Fox News, Sean Hannity, Fox News. I challenge you to invite me to your show. You're always calling people out. Come on our show. I'm more than willing to come on your show. Heck, I agree with most of y'all. But I guarantee you, I can show you different ways of looking at things. Guarantee you. Because I read all the time. I believe in reading and being educated. Now, I'm not saying call me on your show for a 5-minute... No. If you want to bring me to your show, we're going to do half the segment. Like Sean Hannity does with Olivine. Bring me on there. I know as much, if not more, than Levine does about the Constitution. I love Levine. He is a constitutional scholar. I would love to be on a Sean Hannity show with Levine, myself, and Sean Hannity, and we all debate all this. Guarantee I bring new insight. Let's talk about a few things real quick. I was watching Fox News 5 earlier.
All right, like I said, I'm an independent. I watch. See, I'm not like most people. I'll watch MSNBC, CNN, Fox News. I'll do my own stuff. Due to my military background, I know open source intelligence is. So I read what everybody says. I do my own research, and I figure out the truth on my own. My message here is to Juan Williams. There's a couple that was stood in their lawn with their firearms. This can make some people mad. I don't care. If it makes you mad, that means you have not Googled the Second Amendment and read it. Read it! He says they brandished a firearm. Wrong! Brandishing a firearm means you was in public and displayed it to the public. Have you ever been to a gun store? Everybody that works in that gun store is carrying a sidearm, right? Yes. Any gun store you go to in America, are they brandishing a firearm? No, because they're in their place of business, which federal law, and with every state law, states a home is defined as a home, a place of business, or any place you got a right to be in some states. That's a little more extreme, but they're carrying a sidearm, Juan. Are they brandishing it? No, because they have a right to do that in their place of business. Just like on your own property, you can walk around and say, this piece of grass right here was the border of my property. I can walk right here, have a gun on me, and ain't nobody do shit. I'm on my property. If I step over, I just broke the law. One, you want to quote the law, Google the definition of brandishing. Don't be an idiot, One. And shame on everybody else on the five for not correcting him. Don Lemon. Learn the definition of brandishing. I would love to come on your show on CNN and have a chat. You're probably too scared to. Because I won't let you bully me around like you do a lot of the other people that come on there. Rachel Maddow. Love to come on there. Tucker Carlson. John Hannity. Come on. That couple got their guns confiscated, which by the Constitution is illegal. Why did it not put hold? I mean, I'm not an advocate for violence or anything like that, but nobody can come in somebody's house to take their guns. That's against the Second Amendment. So, that should have been stopped instantly. Whether you like it or not, we have a Second Amendment. If you don't like the Second Amendment, do a ratification of a majority of the states and change the Second Amendment. Till then, we still have the Second Amendment. Get over it. Here's another thing I want to talk about. Big thing that happened in my county is while I'm running for sheriff. So many females I've ran into that are scared to call the police. Cops show up. They want to sexually harass the female. So she might be cute or pretty or whatever. Or she's ugly and they're desperate. I mean, like I said, I'm an equal opportunity offender, so get over it. I'm going to tell you like it is. I ain't going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. The sheriff, who just got arrested because he like to take pictures of little Peter, sent females. That's not how law enforcement is supposed to be. As a female, you should be able to call the police and feel protected. Not worry if they're going to want to touch you or ask for a favor to help you. Happens all the time in Union. But the dumb extreme liberals in Union who have been corrupted, especially on that block brain dead group, believe that's how it's supposed to be. We have a constitution. My personal belief, every female in this country should have a free concealed carry. Even though I don't believe in concealed carry, but sent until the Supreme Court or rules it's unconstitutional, or until American citizens rise up to the Supreme Court. No, this is unconstitutional. I believe every female in this country should have free concealed carry course and get qualified if they so choose to want it. Not because I think you're weak. Every female is equal to a man. The problem is, men with authority that put that badge on. I wore the badge. I seen some females with authority went to their head too. It goes both ways. But being a physical dominant species of the race, men in authority like to exert their will on females. Threaten, coerce, blackmail, imply fear. I bet you they won't do that when they run out license and they say, oh, she has a concealed carry permit. They'll come up saying, ma'am, how can I help you? Not, can I, what you gonna do for me? Guarantee you. Not because females are a weaker race, because a majority of men are stupid, okay? Let's just be real about it. I'm a man, okay? It's like I try to tell my daughter, and liberals might not agree with this. I don't care that they're idiots if they don't agree with it. I spent 2 years studying this, looking at MRI results when questions would be asked, and I see the little thing light up. Women have the capability of being friends with a man because they give childbirth. Men do not have that capability. We just don't. If we're trying to be friendly with a woman, if we're not homosexual, we are waiting for a chance to get with her, period. And any of you men that come and say, that ain't true, you're lying. Because I will challenge you to sit across from me and we both take a polygraph on national media. Guarantee you, you lose, I win. Already done it, proved the point. My point being behind that is, men have testosterone. Over the years, especially after World War II, fathers left Vietnam, fathers were gone. And fathers stopped, yes, I believe in whippings. Whooping a child. Bible says that whether you like that or not, get over it. Here's the thing. Before liberals took over and children was being whooped, there was no such thing as juvenile justice department. And now we got these kids around thinking they have opinions and no, they don't. You have an opinion when the Constitution says you can vote. That's when you can cast a legal opinion. Till then, shut up. But my point is, when fathers were around still spanking that booty, men learned to be respectful to women. Whether you like this or not, woman, we are physically stronger than you are. Majority of men. We can overtake you and do what we want to. Okay. Men have to learn restraint. In the military, you'll learn an old saying, an armed society is a polite society. So if a man walks up to you and he can see the little bulge of a gun, guarantee you, he's going to treat you very much more polite than he will a suspected victim who don't have no firearm. It's common sense. If you don't agree with it, you don't have none of that. It's just that simple. You need to think on that. Here's another issue I want to bring up. I touched on it earlier when I said I resigned as a detective. Scotland County, North Carolina, Sheriff Ralph Kersey. Piece of garbage. He's a drunk. He lets his little paramour that he cheats on his wife with, Jessica Snodnikov, run wild. She makes up evidence. The lieutenant goes along with it because he's a chicken shit. I wouldn't go along with it. I got text messages, Facebook message between me and the State Bureau of Investigation. I turned it all over. He's a Republican sheriff. Like I said, I'm independent. Not one media outlet would take it. They were scared. Still are. They make up evidence on African Americans, low-income communities, people who they know can't afford lawyers, or who they think can afford lawyers, to do an arrest, and the DA there is just as bad because she lets it happen. So when are you going to stand up and start protesting in Scotland County? When are you going to stand up and start protesting in Union County? We're going to end this episode on that. But another message, magistrates are not judges. They wish they could. They don't have a law degree. Master I'm a freelance journalist. Can't ban journalism. First Amendment. I can post this anywhere I want to. Don't like it. Cry at night. I dare you to try to take any legal action against me. Please do. Please. I actually beg. Please try it. Come on. I got a team of lawyers waiting. Dare you. But this is episode 2 of the ACC show. KC show, who is in Union, who is run by A known sex offender and a felon ain't got nothing on this show. Because we're going to talk about truth and facts at all times with no bias. America's Constitutional Crisis. Look forward to our episode 3. Thank you.